Hurricane Ian is about to make landfall along Florida's southwest coast. Let's take you right to the satellite. You can see the size and scope of this hurricane. A very strong Category 4 hurricane, winds up to 155 miles per hour.
So this year, September 27th, I woke up about 5 o'clock in the morning, getting ready to go get in a tree stand in Kentucky with me and my two boys. Looking at the weather, I had been hearing about this storm supposedly coming to Florida, and my wife was telling me to hurry up and come home, and I assured her the hurricane was not going to come and hit us where we were. They typically go up and hit the Panhandle, somewhere like that. Well, that 27th, when I got up, checked the weather before I get ready to go out and go sit in the tree stand, and it looks like the Hurricane Ian's deciding going to move to Florida. So we packed it up, didn't go hunting, got home, traveled all that day and got home, and the very next day Hurricane Ian made landfall and came right into my front yard. Pretty much all day of the 28th was cloudy, nasty, windy. It progressed to get worse as the day went on. Went to bed about 8 o'clock and woke up in the morning to my whole property flooded. I've got a little ranch and the entire thing was completely underwater. A lot of things were damaged. I had a brand new barn that I built was completely destroyed. Everything in it was 4 or 5 feet of water. Cattle were drowned. It was quite devastating to have to deal with. I've been to Florida my whole life and I've never had anything like this happen. And lived in a hotel for 10 days with me and my family, trying to figure out what in the world we were gonna do because everything was flooded and smashed. And fortunately, one of my neighbors has a ranch beside us, has a lodge out there, allowed us to live in that, and we stayed there for well over a month, trying to get things took care of and rebuilt and straightened back out. And it was a lot of challenges to get over all that and make it happen. And honestly, had it not been for the business that I'm in, I really don't know what would happen. I didn't work from, well, obviously the week before Ian came, I was in Kentucky for 5 days before this happened, hunting, so I had a little vacation there. So from the middle of September, really, till just now recently, that I'm getting back plugged into work. So for about 6, 8 weeks, I didn't do a thing focusing on work. It was all focusing on survival and trying to get things put back together. And we're, fortunate to be able to help some other folks that needed some assistance and get going. But had it not been for this business that I'm in, it would have not been pretty at all. During that month of October, Senior Life deposited $115,000 into my bank. That was all overrides, pay through, renewals. Big part of that was all renewals. And if that hadn't been, I don't know what we'd have done. I mean, it put us in a position where we got our homes repaired, weren't worried about insurance money. I'm still talking with insurance money, haven't gotten any money from them yet. But we've got homes we had 3 homes on the property that were flooded, barn destroyed. We've got 1 home now that's completely put back together, completely gutted, remodeled, new drywall, sheetrock cabinets, everything completely put back together. And still no insurance money from it yet. So every bit of it has been, actually the whole ranch was purchased because of the renewals with Senior Life.